66 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Hey, Jack, good to see you, man. How are you, sir? Same here, pleasure.
Tell me about Jack Coan, a kid growing up on Long Island, and where your love of Notre Dame started.
I'd say it probably started in second grade. My elementary school teacher, Mrs. Bowers, she was actually a huge Notre Dame fan. She used to always say stuff to me about it. And that's kind of where my love started for it.
You know, people put up posters, their idols, their heroes in their bedroom growing up. Did I hear you had a Notre Dame sign on your ceiling of your bedroom?
I had the Play Like a Champion sign signed by Lou Holtz hanging up in my bedroom, and it's just amazing how everything works out.
Did you ever get here as a kid?
It was my dream to come here for a game. Of course, my dad never took me, but I guess I'm taking him here now, so it's funny how it works out.
Tell me about your parents and what they have meant to you in this road to Wisconsin and now here to Notre Dame.
They meant everything to me. I mean, my dad's a blue-collar guy, by far the hardest worker I've ever seen in my life. He's a legend just by the way he works and sweats and stays out, from sun up to sundown. He's unbelievable. My mom, on the other hand, is just the nicest person I've ever met in my life. I think she inspires, a calmness in me and a great personality, and she's always been there for me when I've needed her.
I know you grew up on Long Island. We're both New Yorkers by birth. Saturday is 9/11, and that's a day that kind of resonates for everybody in America, but in a different way for New Yorkers. You have a family connection a bit, even though you were very young at the time, to 9/11.
My Uncle Danny and my Uncle Jimmy were both police officers that worked in 9/11. Those guys are heroes.
What'd they tell you about 9/11 and the kind of things that they saw, not just that day, but things that have stayed with them as well?
I know it's very tough on them, but what I've heard from them is just the friends they lost and, the turns they made and things like that. You think of it now, if they made one wrong turn, they might not be here right now. Thinking about the bravery that those guys showed, they're truly heroes, not only to me, but, probably for everyone in this country.
When people mention New York City police or first responders, there's always a pride of New Yorkers for what those men and women have always stood for. But I imagine for you, it's family. It's got to be an even more unique and special feeling.
I just remember, seeing my uncles, growing up when I was a little kid, coming by in their police uniforms, in their big trucks, seeing all their, gear and equipment and thinking how cool it was and, how they were sort of idols to me. And, I think it's just, inspired a toughness in me, thinking about all the stuff they've seen and went through, it's New York tough, and I think that always stays with me.